Take a look at this time lapse of a houseplant slowly drooping in a dimly lit room. If your apartment barely gets any sun, you probably assume this is exactly what happens when you try to grow anything indoors. But people are growing healthy, vibrant plants in rooms with almost zero direct sunlight. They do it by ignoring standard advice and applying a few practical workarounds discovered through trial and error. We are going to build a thriving plant station in your darkest corner. To do this, we will choose the exact right species, verify your baseline ambient light, hack a standard desk lamp to extend daylight, and apply a watering rule that prevents root rot. Success with indoor plants comes from manipulating the environment you already have, rather than waiting for a sun-drenched floor plan that may never exist. This split-screen diagram highlights biological mismatch. Most indoor plant deaths in dark corners stem from choosing a species that evolved for high-intensity sun, like the succulent on the left, while ignoring shade-adapted species like the ZZ plant on the right. The environment these plants evolved in explains why. The ZZ plant originated under a dense jungle canopy, biologically programmed to survive on scattered, indirect light. The succulent evolved in a bright, open desert, where light is constant. Beginners often buy a sun-hungry plant and try to force it to tolerate the shadows. The solution is simply starting with plants that are built for the shade. This graphic lays out step 1. Choose your survivor. You want species adapted to low light, like the snake plant, pothos, ZZ plant, or peace lily. Take a screenshot of this list for your next trip to the store. Even species categorized as low light still require some amount of ambient, indirect light to function. A windowless bathroom or a pitch-black closet remains unviable. To figure out if your dim corner has enough ambient light, you can use a practical threshold check known as the reading test. Look at this illustration to see how it works. Stand in your dark corner during the middle of the day. If you can comfortably read the text in a physical printed book without turning on an overhead light, the spot passes. Hitting that minimum light threshold means the location can support life. It separates a difficult environment from an impossible dead zone. Step 2 is maximizing that minimal light. We can do this by bouncing whatever ambient light is already present in the room. This before and after layout shows the immediate difference. Pushing a plant deep into a room against a dark wall absorbs light. Placing a mirror behind the pot reflects the ambient room light directly back onto the leaves, increasing usable light without moving the plant closer to a window. Next, we address light duration. Plants care about how long they receive light, not just how intense it is. Here is step 3. You do not need expensive purple grow lights. As you can see highlighted on this box, a standard household LED desk lamp fitted with a cool white or daylight bulb provides enough usable light. Notice how this desk lamp sweeps across the plant. By pointing a regular lamp at your setup for a few extra hours a day, you artificially mimic the long hours of filtered daylight found under a forest canopy. Providing a steady daily glow from a desk lamp is far more effective than trying to blast the plant with blinding sunlight on the weekends. Consistency always wins. Now we need to talk about water. In a low light setup, overwatering is the absolute #1 killer. This cross-section diagram explains the biology behind it. With minimal light input, the plant's leaf growth slows down. Because it grows slowly, the root system consumes water at a drastically reduced pace. If you stick to a weekly calendar-based watering schedule, the roots cannot absorb the moisture fast enough. The soil stays wet, trapping excess moisture, and the healthy roots turn into a mushy brown. This is root rot. To prevent this, completely abandon the schedule. Wait for the soil to dry out deeply. Push your finger an inch into the dirt. If it feels dry, add water. If you feel any moisture at all, wait. Letting the soil stay dry for an extra day or two is significantly safer than trying to force the plant to grow by adding extra water. Let's review your completed setup. You have a shade-adapted species, verified light with the reading test, optimized the location with a mirror, set up a desk lamp, and waited for dry soil. Success in low light manifests as steady, healthy sustainability, rather than explosive, rapid growth. The goal is maintaining a vibrant plant over the long term. Look at this ZZ plant thriving quietly. You are no longer fighting the limits of a dark apartment. You have partnered with them. Take a look at that dim space in your home and let me know in the comments which plant species you'll choose. Subscribe for more practical, everyday plant hacks.